Yo guys, welcome back to another video on Tristan Trading, and for this video I'll be showing you guys a very powerful 1 minute trading strategy that involves using the higher high and higher low indicator together with the Fibonacci retracement indicator. So in this case, what indicators you'll be needing? The first indicator is your house sweep. So go to indicators and metric strategies, search up house sweep. It is the one by tradeiq. For this, you want to change the length to 60 and for the length multiplier to 3. So as you can see, there's green and red variations. You only want to take short positions when there's a red line, and you only want to take long positions when there's a green line. Next up, you want to search up a higher high and higher low strategy. So click on the first one over here. Next up, you want to alter the left bar and the right bar to 7 each. And you want to turn off everything else except for the higher high and higher low together with the lower low and lower high. So this strategy, as you can see, it helps you to identify the trend together with the higher lows and higher highs. So how does this strategy work? So basically, you want to wait for a trend change. So in this case, the red turns to green, and you want to wait for a high low to form together with a high high. So that is for a long position, and when there is a short position, let's see here, you want to wait for a lower high to form before a lower low to form. So let me show you guys how does this work. So first up, we have a lower high here and we have a lower low here. So you want to use the Fibonacci tool, which can be found on the third tool over here. As you guys can see, there's a Fib retracement, so you want to use this line. Draw this from the lower high candle to the lower low candle, and then you want to set a short position limit order at the 0.618 level with stop loss above the swing high and a 1:1. So you always want to do this, but in many cases you might not be answered on your position, and that would be fine. You just want to move to your next trade. So let's look right here. We have a lower high to a lower low. So you want to take your position at the 618 level, price above the recent swing high, and you want to take a 1:1. So in this case, we might get stopped out over here, but as long as you place your price right above the lower high, you will be fine and you will not get stopped out. So that is a valid trade. So let's look for the next trade. We want to wait for our next lower high and lower low, which we have right here. So we want to draw it from the lower high, the wick of the lower high, to the lower low. Here you want to place a short position, same thing, at the 618 level, and stop loss right above the swing high, and we take a 1:1. And that would be another win right here. So look for the next trade. We want to wait for a lower high formation. We have a lower high formation here, but there's no lower low. Right, as you can see, there is building higher highs and higher lows, and the trend has switched. So that is no longer valid. So let's look for an uptrend right here. So we want to wait for a formation of a high low before we form a higher high. However, since there's a formation of a higher low here and there's a formation of a lower high, you wouldn't take any of trades here. And right here, although we have a higher high, there's no higher low, so that is not valid. So we must always wait for a higher low to form before a higher high. So let's look right here. Here we have a valid trade where we have the higher low and the higher high, but however we will get stopped out right here, so that would be considered a loss, but it will be a small loss. As you guys can see, you will only suffer about 0.15% loss, and this would be a valid trade as well, high low and high high. But however, this would be a loss as well. Even if you take the position here, you get stopped out below. So currently, not really much opportunities. So let's look right here. Here we have a higher low to a higher high, but however, if you draw the Fibonacci lines, you guys can see that it did not pull back, so there will be a missed entry. And here we have another higher low followed by a higher high, and that would be a valid entry. So we'll be entering here. Stop loss will be below the higher low, and we take a 1:1, and we'll be take profit over here. So let's look again for another position. We have a high low here, high high, but we'll miss that trade because it did not touch the 618 level. So anyways, I'm going to backtest this for a while. I'm going to go into previous price and let's see how this goes. So right now we are still green, so we want to wait for a high low and a high high. But however, we have turned red. So we can see that we have a lower low formation here. So we draw the Fibonacci lines. So stop loss above the swing high and a 1:1. And that would be a win. So now we want to wait for a lower low, a high low and a high high. So here we have our high low, and we have our high high. So let's draw the lines. So this will be our entry right here. See if we get enter up. And we have a new high low formation. And we have a new high high formation. So let's draw that high low to high high, and we will be entered on our position right here. Stop loss right below, and 1:1. That would be a win right there. And we have another high low formation. And we have a high high formation. So let's draw the high low to the high high, and we'll be entered